Hello everyone, my name is Robin and welcome back to Doki Doki Salvation Remake. So in the last episode, MC and Sayori went on a date, and in between that, we get to see Monica fucking around with the code, and she realizes that she is just as fake as my ex-girlfriend. Just as fake as the other girls. We left off here, so let's continue. Shut my alarm off and rub my eyes. Ugh, Mondays. Plug my phone from the charger and open up Sayori's messages. Good morning. Morning. Glad to see you're awake early again. Well, yeah, I'm excited to share my poem today. Yeah, I almost forgot about that. That reminded me. So scary. Wow. Pick up my school bag to make sure my poem's still in there. Check. Head downstairs to make myself some toast and head out the door. Hey, ready to head out? Yep, let's go. Keep thinking about the moments Sayori and I shared yesterday. Wasn't the last time I saw her that day either. After a few hours, she invited me back over to share that cupcake Natsuki made for me. Nothing really noteworthy happened except there was a strange feeling of tension floating in the air. Not bad tension or anything. Guess it's more of that awkward kind. But in typical Sayori fashion, she's acting like nothing happened. Except for seemingly being more energetic this time. Because they kind of had a kiss at the end of their date. Just Sayori off at her class and proceed to head to my own. Sure, I'm tired though, but I guess that's how everybody feels on a Monday. As I turn around the corner though. Hey Robin, fancy seeing you here. Oh hey, I don't usually see you around this part of the school. Going to class? Yeah, just have a few errands to run. Gotcha, well I'll see you around then. Actually looks like we're both going in the same direction. I can walk you to class. Oh, sure. I could have sworn Monica was actually going the opposite direction from me, but I'm not 100% sure on that. In any case, Monica and I began our walk down the corridor. So I have to ask, how are things going between you and Sayori? Oh, they're slowly improving, I think. We went shopping on Saturday, and that was fun. Great, glad to hear you two went on your first date. It wasn't really I guess kinda was. Knew it. Wait, how'd you know about that? She texted me yesterday about it. She did? Of course. We've been trying to rekindle our friendship as well, and I'll say her telling me was a pretty good sign. That's good to hear. But I'm still stuck on the whole date thing. Why is that? Well, I feel like a date should have been more. You know, I've always believed dates shouldn't be anything too fancy. It's hard to practice what I preach when I'm actually on a date, you know? Oh, I understand what you mean now. Sayori's not a traditional girl, and I'm sure you don't need me to tell you that fancy dates aren't really her cup of tea. What Sayori would really enjoy is just spending time with one she cares about, and deciding shouldn't really matter. It can be easy to get lost in the idea that you want to provide the best and only the best kind of treatment for the one you like. But for Sayori, simply keeping her company is enough to make her she's satisfied. I understand that her depression can make things a bit difficult though. She might even be feeling like she isn't deserving of even simple outing with someone she cares about. Yeah, but still that's good advice. I was thinking of inviting her out to the beach one of these days, school day too. That way there isn't a massive crowd of people to deal with. It's a great idea. I'm sure she'd like that. Topic of Sayori though, ever notice how strict she is when it comes to poems? You know she takes them more seriously than you do. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I think that has something to do with poem writing being her idea. Really? So it's Sayori that ended up leading me to do something so embarrassing back then. Yep, back when we first started out, she helped me learn how to express myself through the poem writing. That was fun. Monica looks off to the side for some reason, as if that memory was something she didn't want to remember. But yeah, she's very strict when it comes to poems because she's always believed poems are a great way to know somebody. And the reason why I made everyone write them when you joined. Huh, never knew it was that personal to her. The more you know, maybe you could use that to get on her good side. You know, like you did in that scene. Hey, geez, it wasn't that obvious, was it? Sorry, I'm only teasing. Happy you two generally. Good luck on your date. I'm rooting for you both. And just in case you two ever share a sundae together, get cherry ice cream with cherries on top. Really prefer the double combo because it speaks to her or something like that. Her words, not mine. That does sound like something she'd say, especially when food's involved. In any case, make sure the cherries have the stalks and are soft and chewy. She loves that stuff. Sweet, guess I can bring that up with her soon. Thanks, Monica. By the way, I noticed you're a lot happier lately. Not to see that. You really think so? Yeah, you seem a bit like your old self again. At least from the time I got to know you when I first joined. Thanks. I should be getting these errands done now. I'll see you at the club. Of course, see you around. Thanks again. Monica continues down the hallway while I stop and enter my first class of the day. Monica seemed a bit flustered at my statement, almost as if she didn't expect me to point that out. But she does seem happier, and that's always a good thing. Sayori and I walk into the club, but to our surprise, we're the first ones here. That's new. It's already club time. Where's everybody? Check the time on my watch. 5 minutes earlier than usual. Really? We came at the same time we've always have. Guess we're in a hurry today. Excited to share your poem, aren't you? Well, yeah, I was, but I'm getting a little shy now that I'm here. Whoa, Sayori? Shy? Never thought I'd see the day. It's a bit more introspective this time, so I'm a bit afraid to show my true feelings. I understand. As I look at Sayori, I begin to notice a few things that I haven't really noticed before. I mean, it makes sense considering her situation, but... Sayori, you have a little stain right there. I get closer to her and try to wipe away what seems to be a toothpaste stain on her shirt collar. Your bow's crooked too. Don't mess with my bow! Okay, I won't. I can see it's kind of holding everything together, sort of. Try to fix a few of Sayori's stranding hairs to no avail. Hey, Sayori, did you just have long hair? I did, but that was a long time ago now. Probably because it was really hard to take care of. Ah. Where's all this coming from anyway? Where's what coming from? What you're doing right now? Stop when I realize I'm basically playing with it. Oh, well, I couldn't help but notice like you were in a rush today. Even though you woke up early. You're so good at noticing these things, aren't you? Sorry, I know I shouldn't really be prying. I understand it can be difficult sometimes. Here, let's start small. I reach down and begin to button up Sayori's blazer, which has stayed open for nearly as long as I can remember. Oh gosh. What? Because it's funny. It's funny about it. It's funny to have a friend who does these things for me. I'm just trying to fix her blazer. Don't make it sound embarrassing. Okay, I like being this. Jeez. Someone's giving me trouble. Be careful, that button could fly off. And hey, Robin? What? My ears are up. God damn it. Weird that I'm attempting to close the button closest to her chest. Don't make it weird! Try my best. Does this even fit you? Did when I first bought it. I mean, 4 years ago? Probably should have noticed it if you actually tried buttoning it up for once. This can only mean one thing, Robin. Yep, there we go. Oh, well, geez, that's not when you're bringing up your... Hastily finished buttoning up her blazer and sigh. Whatever, you look way more sharp now, don't you agree? Oh, they actually show off the sprite. That's cool. I know Sayori looks very strange. Probably because it's something I'm not used to, but... Yeah, sitting here with a bud blazer is a bit weird. It's very stiff. I don't think it's worth it. She hastily unbuttons her blazer. Much better. Oh, there we go. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to tease you like that for nothing. It's okay, I knew you were joking anyway. Well, you said that's fun, didn't you? I'm not sure what part of that I could consider fun. It's fun for me. Something like this, something couples do. I had a BF. Imagine how upset he'd be if he saw you and me doing that. That's a weird way of looking at it. I don't think it's weird. Man, I never know what you do, I just think it's nice when you take care of me like this. Guess I don't really have a problem with doing that. Heyo, you guys are here early. Gee, were you guys excited to share problems today? You could say that. Hey everyone, I'm here on time for once. Haha. Just like that, the literature club meets up with each other once again. So we're gonna take turns sharing poems with each other, or do you have anything else in mind? Not really. Let's present them out loud. Out loud? I wasn't informed that we'd be presenting them. May I request some preparation time? Hey, don't act like you didn't present your poem perfectly last time. You were like, oh, tally-ho, could you happen to hand me my tea, darling? I'm most certainly doing talk like that, especially not with that terrible British accent. Now, Monica, wasn't there last time? So I just want to be... Hey, it's okay, Yuri, that's why I suggested it. I wanted for us to experience a sort of mini festival. It's a wonderful idea, Sayori. We can all take turns reading our poems aloud. It will be our own poem jam. We can all have the prep time you need, Yuri. Exactly. I guess that sounds alright. It'd be a nice change of pace to present them like this. That's the spirit. Now, who's gonna go first? I guess I can go first. Ooh, that's the spirit, Robin. You got this. I guess I can try. Just don't make fun if it sounds bad. Reaching my bag, pull out my poem. Give it a quick read over before closing my eyes and taking in a deep breath. You'll be fine. Sayori's taught you a lot over these last few weeks. You got this. Walk over to the elevator platform in the front of the room and clear my throat. No! Okay. Adventure in the dark, alone I fly. Embrace the broken beauty where hope lies. Blissful daydreams dazzle with joyous cries. Charm the clumsy heart with colors awry. Happiness blooms like an extraordinary bed. Whispers of awe and cheer my spirit fed. Flying on wings of fireflies' fearless delight. Friends and family, fireworks ignite. In the comfort of embrace, forgiveness, flowers. Hopeless hurt finds solace in the darkest hours. Grief and defeat, an amazing dance. Death's cry is swallowed Hope's heart enchants. Empty of fear and extraordinary grace, childhood memories, and awesome embrace. Calm the heart, find comfort in tears shed, for in the broken, joy arises instead. I sigh as I let the last words escape my lips. Bit surprised to hear a pretty nice applause, though, especially from Sayori, who's clapping the loudest. Thanks, guys. I'm sure that was still a whole lot of nonsense, but I tried this time. It really shows. I liked it a lot. I agree. It's nice to hear a poem from you that was actually written by you. I noticed your writing style was very free verse and loose. Hard to decipher meaning behind it, but I still enjoyed your poem. You really improved since the day we met. Hard for me to say anything that these girls haven't already said, but it's only because your improvement is quite staggering. I remember how one-sided your writing used to be, but you definitely seem to be getting the hang of it. Wow, I'm not really sure what to say, guys. Thank you. I'll definitely keep trying to improve, though. Sayori's a wonderful teacher. Aw, you're my favorite pupil. Sayori walks over and tries to pat my head. Alright, I'm good. Feel my face turn a bit red as I try to avoid Sayori's strangely pleasurable escapades. Anyway, who's next? I can go. Hearing you perform your poem out loud made me a bit less shy. Glad to hear. Yuri and I switch places on the platform. Takes a deep breath, moves her poem in front of her, and begins to read. Dusty novels. She was a closed book, hidden at the back of a forgotten shelf. Gathering dust, neglected untouched. Unread, her pages longing for someone's care. Then a soul appeared, kind and gentle, with curiosity in their eyes. They reached out, plucking her from obscurity, determined to explore the obscured words within. But the writing was smudged, her story distorted, difficult to decipher. Crap. Undeterred, the soul persisted, reading every day, seeking an understanding. Some pages were torn, worn away by time. Others missing, gaps in her narrative. Yet the soul remained undaunted, immersed in the complete tale she had to offer. The kind soul read on, unfazed by imperfections and flaws. They embraced the fragmented pieces, finding solace in the hidden truths they revealed. And so, the closed book opened up. Its once forgotten words breathed to life. Though the patient reading, a connection formed, a sanctuary of acceptance, a refugee for the soul. Thanks to the kind soul's unwavering dedication, the closed book found its place in the world, transformed by their understanding and compassion, embraced for its entirety, its untold story unveiled. Yuri sighs and smiles, looking satisfied and more relaxed. Ooh, I love that! Great poem, Yuri! Thanks. No need to be shy about it, take the compliment. I like that poem too. You should be proud of yourself more. I don't want to come across as pretentious. Nonsense, there's no such thing. Okay, maybe. But the point is, there's no way you can be pretentious. Being modest about your work means you acknowledge your limits. Not everyone's perfect after all. So, that's right. It's important to have a balance between self-examination and self-belief. It's what allows you to bring out your best work. Love your poem too, Yuri. Love how it can mean so many different things and refer to so many different kinds of people. Well, now I know how Monica feels. Can't really say anything that hasn't already been said. Really get a flashback to the day I found Yuri in the bathroom. You're doing great, Yuri. That's all I can really say. Yuri gently rubs her left arm. Glad everyone liked it. We really dove in deep for this one. Thank you for all the kind words of encouragement. It's nice to hear that. May I go next? I'm a bit excited to go up now. I was gonna go rock, paper, scissors. Oh, we can go ahead of you. Nah, I don't want to make it a friendly competition. Let's go. I guess Natsuki wants to feel like she earned this. Alright then. Rock, paper, scissors. Natsuki chose scissors and Monica chose paper. Darn. Yes! Me next. Natsuki happily walks up to the platform and clears her throat. Inky ink. Through ink-stained pages I found fear. Feelings of dread, doubt, anger. All because of this inky ink in my hands. Through ink-stained pages I found an escape. Dreams unfold. Characters thrive. Worlds of magic and wonder come alive. All thanks to the inky ink in my hands. Someone knocks on my door. I brace myself to whatever could come next. Ah, God. But a voice calls from the other side, so kind and gentle. I hide away my nightmares, clean my secrets, and I get ready to open my door. Through ink-stained pages I found solace, acceptance, warmth, my heart feeling free, no longer lost. Breath of fresh air, thanks to the inky ink in my hands. Through ink-stained pages I found courage, feelings of hope, confidence, and happiness. My heart soars to the great blue sky, thanks to the inky ink in my hands. Ooh, I was pounding the whole time. What'd you guys think? It's great too. Definitely one of your strongest poems yet. Agree, I'm glad you've been using the methods I showed you. Not to discredit your own work or anything. You did good on your own, and I was just excited to... It's okay. Appreciate the help. Couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you actually said that, I probably wouldn't have liked that. But I know what you mean. I see. Glad to see you two have worked out your differences. Hear that both of you two write differently, but that's okay. And being able to learn off each other is even better. Like your poem too, Natsuki. Compared to your very first poem, like your Eagles Can Fly poem, you seem to have a much more loose and expressive style nowadays. Can definitely tell you're taking this very seriously and are determined to keep on improving, which I think is great. Thanks, Monica. Didn't expect you to bring up one of my first poems, but I guess it does prove how much I've improved, doesn't it? Exactly. It can be difficult to go back to your older work sometimes. It can feel a bit embarrassing to see how bad we used to write or draw or whatever skill you practice, but it also serves as a proof that you've actually improved. I agree. I saw most of your poems back when I first joined, and yeah, the improvements are definitely showing. And they aren't as, like Monica said, one-sided this time. I think I can agree with that. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. I'll try even harder for next time. Sayori, would you like to go next? Nah, you can go first. I'm a little shy. Oh? Well, okay, then I understand. I don't mind going then. Monica takes the stage and holds her poem gently. Before she speaks, she twitches a little while taking in a deep breath. Nightingales. The jet black quill chirps on a blanket of snow, raises its beak porch, finding the electrochemical draught on my desk. Here I sit singing the sweet serenade of the mind's soft chords, strumming and twanging or twanging. I'll say twanging. Strumming and twanging, an echoing cacophony of reality and unreality. A halo of electrons dance around my brain, more than moods of logic and bits. All my perceptions throughout time, reality intertwined. None can be separated from the mind, a sensation removed by a delete key. Would these nesting birds, tin nightingales, live so cheerily if they knew? I think I know what she's referring to. If she told everyone that this was all a game. Our world makes evidence but a flash, unmistakably immutable. The irrelevant relativity of a fake smile landing on my flushed cheek. Net the drift lay a mausoleum, marred by bits and pieces of torn pages. Lost drafts, lost dreams, saved and loaded, yet undeserving of such reciprocity. Here I lay. Things long forgotten are once more uncovered. Bet wicks, snow angels above and revenants below. The beauty and guilt of sleeping upon untrampled snow. Oh, man. Monica shivers as she finishes up her poem. Bravo! Bravo! There tries to whistle with her finger. Yeah, stop! You're spinning! Oh, sorry. Loved your poem, Monica. It's already one of my favorites. I can almost understand the deeper meaning behind it. She's like, I don't think you want to. Thanks, Larry. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, that was great. I always love the imagery in your poems. Makes me wonder what it's truly about, too. Thanks for sharing another part of your story with us, Monica. It's nice to hear about it through a poem. Larry says this with such sincerity that it almost seems like Larry knew exactly what the poem meant. And she surprised me before, so there's a possibility that she does. Yeah, it was a really nice poem. I think a free verse-style poem is something that I could start striving for. Seems like that suited me. Thanks for the kind words, everyone. It's a bit tough writing this poem, but I managed to pull through, thanks to Yuri. And I think it all worked out. And that's what you meant by tin nightingales? I'm not sure how to explain it, to be completely honest. I guess I'm going to describe it as a feeling of drifting in between reality and non-existence? Which probably sounds super dark, but that's what I'm referring to. Anyway, isn't it your turn now, Sayori? Oh, right. Ah, shit. A little nervous about this one. It's okay, Sayori. Once you start reading it out loud, you'll get into it. That's how it went for me. Yeah, just pretend that it's just you and your words, nobody else. You got this, Sayori. Just focus on your poem. Let yourself get immersed in it. After just a few seconds, it'll feel like there's nobody there. Right. Sayori trades places with Monica and steps on the platform. I observe as she closes her eyes, takes in a deep breath, and begins to recite her poem. Fog. In the morning light, my facade unfolds, masking hidden tears that don't need to be masked anymore. Oh man. Doubt clouds in my mind like a fog that never leaves. In mass morning light, revealing everything to the world. Staring, 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 they all keep staring, staring at me, at my burdens, at my soul. Shadows now cast over bonds, my fragile secrets unveiled to trusted hearts. So why does it hurt so bad? Warm embraces branded with concern, whispers of worry echoing in the room. Each glance, a reminder of the darkness in my head. Their knowledge, heavy on my soul. Invisible weight I can no longer carry on my own. It hurts real bad. I long to be seen, seen beyond my darkness, my fog. within morning's light. The anxieties and fears roll in, thundering, booming, pouring down on me like they always have. So I still wear my facade, hiding the depths of my heart, their caring eyes never ceasing, coupled with comfort and fear, but I want to be free. The fog persists, the storms of anxiety and fear persist, the staring persists, but my friend's love shines through, like a rainbow in a dark, stormy sky, guiding me through, walking together, hand in hand. Through the dark and the light, my facade still remains within morning's light, but I find strength in their presence, acting as a beacon from within my fog. Oh no, she's crying! The clubroom's now dead silent. Monica and I share a concerned glance. Sayori's tone of voice really began to crumble while she was reading. Sayori's breathing is very fast, yet heavy. Hey, say... Oh no. I should go check on her. But I saw Monica by lightly grabbing her arm. That's probably not the best idea. She needs her space. Best we let her have it. Alright. She'll be okay. I trust her. I think she truly has trouble expressing her deepest feelings to us. I felt some of Sayori's pain. Through her writing, her words. You're right, Robin. I'm only going off what I've learned. But yeah, it's something that she's really struggled with. I do feel bad though. She decided to share her poem today. You sure she'll be fine on her own? I'm wondering the same thing. Shouldn't one of us go check on her? I'm just going with my gut here. She's really not comfortable letting us see the side of her. Even if it was just a poem, it's way more than she's used to showing. Yeah, she's right. When Sayori and I first met, Monica pauses for a moment. She told me about her depression and it wasn't by choice. Wait, really? So I wasn't the first one to know? Guess I forgot the position I was in. I was the friend that decided to stop hanging out with her. Monica was the friend that she got to know and got closest to. I shouldn't be surprised, honestly. So, what do you mean it wasn't by choice? I read a poem that I wasn't supposed to read on accident. Hold on, slow down. How do you get depression from a poem? Well, it was pretty obvious something was going on. I can read poems pretty well, too, you know? Right? Yeah, that's fair. Monica sighs and looks off to the side. Sarah and I were best friends, inseparable. And she allowed me to make this club what it is. Pushed through all the hard times. All I did was keep worrying about myself, my own problems. Never once stopping and thinking about Sayori's. She always held her head high, and even on the days she wouldn't, she told me not to worry. But then I had so much going on, to the point where I thought I was the only one that mattered, no one else. I cut club meetings short, canceled them left and right, pushing everyone away, except Sayori. We did have a lot of good times together, even though there weren't many of them. She always had the club at the top of her priority list, and I guess I came in close second. I wish I could have done things differently. You maybe think you can talk to her? I know what I said, but maybe she'd feel more comfortable if you went out there. No, I can't do that. Not after the kind of friend I've been to her. Oh, come on! What could you possibly done that would make Sayori not want to talk to you? I'd like to keep that between me and Sayori if that's alright. Just know that I'm fairly sure that she wouldn't want to see me right now. If I may, I don't see any harm in just asking if she's alright. You don't have to stay, but I'm sure she'd still appreciate if you'd ask. Monica stays silent. I think it's a great idea. But if Monica won't go, I guess I'll go. Can't really see how that could be bad either. Deep down, I do feel like all she needed was just a bit of time for herself. But then again, Yuri has a point. Communication is key after all. Take a deep breath and head out the club room. They walk outside. I see Sayori a lot closer than I thought she'd be. She's sitting on a bench right next to the door, staring off into the distance. Hey, Sayori. Guess you heard all that? You okay? Sorry if whatever I said earlier was dumb. I just figured you might want some... You were right, actually. Thanks for that. Manga didn't want to come talk to me. Yeah, I don't think she feels comfortable. Kinda guessed. You weren't wrong, though. What do you mean? I mean, I wanted to be left alone for a little bit. So, thank you for not letting her see me like this. Alright, I guess I should head back, too. As I take a step forward, Sayori grabs onto my blazer. Did you like it? Like what? My poem, silly. Oh, thought it was lovely. It was really tough to do, though. It was really tough to do that. It was hard enough to show my true feelings to you. I didn't think it would have been so overwhelming. I was able to talk about some of it last week at our group talk, so what happened this time? Well, maybe because our poems were about the deepest parts of ourselves, parts that we might not be comfortable with showing. That makes sense. Could you tell Monica to come outside? Yeah, of course. Sure? She only nods in response. Alright, give me a second. Hey, Monica. Sayori asked for you. She did? Sounds like you two need a lot of catching up to do. So, okay. Slide the door open. I mean, I slide the door closed and tried to calm my nerves down. Sayori sitting on a bench not too far from us. Did she hear anything we said earlier? Hey, Sayori. Annika, you actually came. Why wouldn't I? Well, I heard you earlier. You said you didn't think I'd want to see you. Well, that's because Robin stopped me from going out. I was going to... He wasn't wrong to do that. Sorry. Being so confusing and annoying right now. It's hard. I know it's hard to show this part of yourself to us. I still remember when the literature club was starting out. You never wanted me to find out. It was purely accidental. I made a mistake. I'm sure of what you really want or need because I never took the time to ask. Never took the time to try and understand you. I was too focused on my own goals. And I've realized that I messed up. Annika, I'm a horrible friend and that's not even considering everything I've said to you. So I had my doubts. So I assumed you didn't want to see me. Because it feels like you should hate me. Hate you? I could never hate you. Sorry, I shouldn't let my own insecurities take priority here. What I want to say is, we can work together on this. Huh? What do you mean? Remember our group talk last week? I saw how challenging that was for you. But I understand that the feeling of not wanting to open yourself up to others like that, even around people you trust. Even I struggle with that. So I understand how you're feeling. You're gonna feel a bit like a hypocrite. Realize that I haven't been open with Sayori or anybody for that matter. I can't let you see me like this. My true self. I understand that. Believe me, I do. But you can't keep maintaining this facade anymore. You can't tell how exhausting it is for you. Last weekend when you vented your feelings to me, I was secretly proud. And honestly a bit jealous. Because of the amount of strength that must have took. Gosh. You're incredibly brave to do that. I'm not downplaying your feelings, nor am I saying you should feel afraid for letting your true colors show. It's not supposed to be easy. You're doing a great job. And I've even said you're my role model. Your role model? But how? It's easy. Your perseverance is staggering. You're always putting other people's well-being first, always making sure they're happy, because it makes you happy. Am I right? But if I show my deepest feelings to my friends, the happiness goes away. Of course it does, Sayori. I choke up on my words mid-sentence. We're human, after all. We care about you, deeply. We get sad for each other because we care about each other. That's the whole problem. You can't have anybody worrying so much about me if it just makes everyone sad. You told me that yourself. Messing up the festival, ruining everyone's happiness with my dumb, selfish problems. I know what I said. I knew it was wrong to say too. You didn't need to hear that at the time, nor ever. That's not your fault. It is my fault. Me being a horrible friend was something to do with you, Sayori. I can promise you that. What I can assure you is, yeah, you may be sad, you may get worried, but that's only because we care so much about you. It only makes us want what's best for you. I don't know if I'm ready to accept that. It's okay. You don't have to. Accept it when you're ready. You aren't going anywhere. We're your friends. But do you think you can do something for me? What? I want you to take some of that happiness that you normally give to others and give some to yourself. Just a little bit. It doesn't have to be too much. Think you can do that? Yeah, I think so. It's wonderful to hear, Sayori. Hey, what was it you said when I went over to your place a while ago? Something about hug energy? Silly, Monica. How can it be silly if it's true? Maybe you're right. Would you like some right now? That'd be nice. Sayori slowly walks up to me and wraps her arms around me tightly. Just like before, I can feel her again. I sigh softly and end up cracking a smile. After a few more seconds, we let go of each other. When I head back to the club, she only shakes her head in response. I'm going to go to the bathroom to freshen myself up. I don't want to be... Just tell Robin to wait up for me, okay? Of course. If you need anything, you have my number. Thanks, Monica. Sorry again for being such a dummy. Don't say that about yourself. You did great. I'm proud of you. Sayori only nods and looks down at the floor. Give her a friendly smile before returning to the club. That's how that went down. Finished telling Natsuki and Yuri about the day Sayori confessed to me. Reliving that moment was a lot more painful than I thought, but I figured it helped me understand where I went wrong and maybe what I could do to learn from those mistakes. Sayori has wanted nothing more than for things to go back to the things they used to be. But she's not dumb. I know that she knows how difficult that actually is. It's really hard to escape it. But she shouldn't be defined by what happened. I agree. Sayori's still Sayori, regardless of what happened. I know. I've tried my best to learn that. Because she doesn't fully believe that herself. Hey guys, Sari's alright. Robin, she asked me to tell you to stay behind a bit longer for her. Of course, in the room or... Yeah, I'm sure she'll be back in once she's comfortable. But the club meeting's technically over now. It seemed like she wanted to be left alone with you. Alright, that's fair. Stick around then. You're all heading out then? Seems so. Guess I'll see you all tomorrow. I hope things turn out well for you, Robin. Same here. Bye. Thanks for hearing me out. Yuri and Natsuki leave the room together. So, you're heading out too? Not sure. Debating on staying or not. Probably shouldn't get in the way though. I'd probably mess things up again. Again, I wouldn't really call you messing up anything in the first place. Of course, I don't know the full details, but I'm sure you two could work this out. You guys catching up says a lot. I wonder how deep this whole situation goes. It's weird being in the know while also being left in the dark at the same time. Right. Well, you could stay if you like, but you're the one that mentioned that she'd probably want to be alone with me. You're absolutely right. I'd just be getting in the way. I'll let you two have your own personal time. I'll see you tomorrow. Tell Sayori I said I'm just a phone call away if she needs me. Of course, have a safe trip home. Just like that, I'm now alone in the silent club room. It's kind of spooky in here, being all by myself. It's making thoughts ring louder in my head than they ever have before. These words, Sayori shouldn't be defined by what happened. It's so obvious, and yet it's really resonating with me. Guess I do have to figure out how to start believing that. I'm not sure if I even believe it myself. While I wait for Sayori, I sit myself down at a desk and mess around on my phone for a bit. Please look up after hearing the club door slide open. Hey, you okay? She only nods as she walks over to her bag to place everything back inside. That's good. I'm at a loss for words again. Not sure why though. I guess it's because it's starting to feel like I've said everything I could have said. I assume you didn't want to be seen by everyone after all that. She only nods. Gotcha. Do you think the others liked my poem? Yeah, I think Yuri said she loved your use of metaphors. I see. It's good. Yeah. It's really hard. What is? Trying to pretend like nothing happened? Well, you don't have to pretend. Not around me, at least. I understand it's hard for you to show your true feelings this way, but I think you've been doing a great job so far. Just take it step by step. I'm here for you. It's kind of like when you have a big ugly pimple on your face. It's ugly and everyone hates looking at it, but people can't help but stare. That's what it feels like to show my deepest feelings to my friends. I know you're all my friends, but it still feels so foreign to share my secrets with you guys. Secrets that I had wanted to keep with me until the day I die. I'm no expert, far from it, but you've improved a whole lot more since the day you first confessed your depression to me. What? How could I have improved? It feels like I've gotten worse. Well, for starters, you're being way more open about your feelings, not just to me, but to others as well. Even if it might not feel like it, it's a big step forward. You proved that at our group talk last week. Monica told me a similar thing, that I'm strong for doing those things or whatever. That should only add credibility to my words then. Maybe. I have to know something. Do you feel sad whenever I tell you these things? I try to choose my words carefully. I do. I don't think I would be if I didn't care about you. You know, I was checking something by asking that question. A long time ago, it used to really hurt to know that you cared about me, but it doesn't hurt as much as it used to. It's good, I think. It's great that you noticed that. I think it's good too. Not really gone, it's just a bit less intense. Like you said the other day, we're going to challenge this voice in my head together. Exactly. Wish I could be the girl you want me to be. Huh? No, you shouldn't feel that you have to change yourself or become somebody you're not for anyone's sake. As what is that may be to believe? I think everyone values you and appreciates you for being yourself. What if my true self isn't what everyone expects me to be? You pause for a moment as Yuri's words ring back to me. You aren't defined by your depression. You aren't defined by what happened. You're the one who brought me out of my shell in the first grade. You're the one who always asked for piggyback rides because I was getting taller than you. You're the one that always hung out with me during playtime at school. Always bringing me snacks whenever I was sad. You were the one who always made me smile when nobody else could. And that's just me. Yuri has told me how much you inspired and continue to inspire her. She told me how much she likes your persistence, even though she probably wouldn't show it at all that much. And Monica has been striving to do better, which I didn't even think was possible considering how perfect I thought she was. That's all thanks to you. That's who you are, Sayori, and you're still that girl today. you're still so caring and genuine. Every time you're around the room, just brightens up. You're so resilient too. Your ability to find the joy in the smallest of things is unparalleled. Unparalleled. I noticed that you're beginning to cry. Oh, wait, no, God, I'm sorry. It was too much. I should. No, I'm just so happy. Really? Yeah. I didn't think you still remembered all those things. I didn't think you felt that way either. Of course I do. What kind of best friend could I call myself if I can't even remember the moments that made me want to be your best friend? I'd be a lame one, that's for sure. Terry comes over and wraps her arms around me. I don't think you could ever be lame. Oh, life without you would have been. Gently rub her back, trying to show my sincerity through my touch. Do you really think that? Absolutely. Terry and I stay embraced like this, sharing our deepest emotions with each other without uttering a word. Her heartbeat begins to match up with mine, and I catch the faintest waft of shampoo. Her hands begin to grasp my blazer as she tries to pull herself closer. That night, I tried to undo what I did. Immediately. Survival instincts or not, I immediately regretted what I had done. But I had to accept that it was over. Her heart beats faster. I was ready to accept that things can't be undone, no matter how desperately we wish for it. You weren't supposed to come into my room that night. You weren't supposed to save me. But you did. And I have to accept that things can't be undone all over again. But you know what? I think I'm kind of happy with the way things turned out. I only continue to hold her close to me as silence now follows, finding solace in the shared understanding that words aren't able to express. Man. I wonder if it's going to be some Monica POV thing. Hurry up! Alright, so I'm going to have to end off the episode here. So that has been Doki Doki Salvation Remake. For now, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next episode.